I'm your RYT 200-hour certified yoga instructor. We have an awesome practice today to kind of stoke your inner fire. If you're feeling kind of blah, or if you're just kind of just trying to still wake up, or if you want to feel good and feel full of energy, this is the practice for you. Before we get started, I want to make sure that you have a good place to move around in, wearing something comfortable to move around in, maybe grab a block. Um, and I do want to take an opportunity to thank, of course, Hive Fitness Studios and Wilkes Recovery Revolution for making this all possible. Check them out on their Facebook pages. And I just want to say I'm thankful for you, for taking time for yourself, for practicing yoga with me. And I'm thinking today we're going to have a lot of fun. So making sure you're ready for today's class. We'll roll out our mats and we'll get started. So go ahead and just start in a nice, comfortable seat of your choice, cross-legged, maybe your legs out in front of you, maybe you're laying down, wherever you can feel grounded. If you're sitting, you can kind of move a little side to side to make sure your sitting bones are nice and glued in, and so you can focus on lifting your sternum. Let's all take a breath together now to begin. Inhale through the nose. Focus on elongating the spine. Let it out. Relax those shoulders. Inhale in, find a lift in the sternum. Exhale, draw that navel in. Couple more times, just taking nice, smooth breaths. Inhale through the nose. Find a lift in the crown of the head. Exhale, find energy grounding down the back body. Maybe close your eyes and repeat these breaths. Inhale. And exhale, find ease. Let's let go of the day so far. Keep your breathing nice, smooth, and controlled. Inhale in. Let go of the to-do list. Set an intention for your practice. Exhale. It could be anything. It could be a word. It could be a phrase, whichever works best for you. Inhale. And exhale. Do two more. Just letting go of the to-do list, and if something bubbles up during this practice, follow your breath, return to the breath. Inhale. And exhale out. Relax the palms, relax the shoulders. Last one. Inhale in. And out. Nice, loud sigh this time. Beautiful. So we're going to be working with what yogis call pranayama. Pranayama is breath work, and breath work is work. But with that being said, the pranayama we're practicing today is going to be the stoking part of our fire class today. We're going to be doing some unique breathing, so go in with an open mind, but just know that just be mindful that you may feel a little lightheadedness, and that is completely normal. That's why I invite you to make sure you're nice and grounded and close to the ground before we get started. So, to start this pranayama, typically we do this in fire log pose, where it's like a cross-legged seat, but you have kind of like two pigeon legs here, where one knee is above one ankle and the other ankle is above another knee. Now, this is completely optional. If anything, just maintain a nice long spine. But for sake of demonstration, I'm going to just have my legs in fire log. From here, we're going to act like we're about to start a fire. And of course, to start any fire, you got to move the stick, add friction, move your hands rubbing together, adding some heat, getting a little warmed up here, getting the body alive. Keep rubbing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take your hands and place them on your tummy. So here's where the breathing comes in. So this is this breathing, you're going to use your hands and feel them kind of contract in with your abdomen as you exhale out. And they're going to be quick pulses of exhales. So it's going to be active exhale, passive inhale. And we're going to do that for about 10 seconds, then refresh with a big breath in and out, and then we'll do that for 3 rounds. So to begin, we'll go ahead and just do that and follow along. First, take a deep breath in, sigh out, and we start with inhale, and then stoking breath. Inhale, sigh out. Second round, inhale in, stoking breath, go. Inhale in, fill up, and exhale, side out. Last round. We're feeling a little weight now. We'll go inhale and start. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands. Notice how you feel. You might feel a little lightheadedness here. This is really good to bring in fresh supplies of oxygen into the body, as well as to empty out all the old oxygen that's kind of been settling. So if you were in fire legs, we're going to try this again with the other leg on top, to even things out. And we're going to do this 3 more times. Again, we start with pranayama, breath work to set a foundation for our practice. We're not going to be heaving like that throughout the whole practice, but it does set a, it kind of sets a foundation for the type of class that we're working towards. And again, this is kind of using the metaphor of starting a fire. So whenever you exhale like that, imagine you're stoking the fire using one of those objects that you use to put fresh oxygen into, like a fireplace or what have you, or a campfire. So we're going to again make sure that our opposite leg is on top, and we're going to put our hands together, start another fire. We're going to do this for 10 seconds. Again, make your hands nice and warm here. We're warming up the muscles in the arms, raising our heart rates. We're getting warmed up. And they don't have to be rubbing really hard together, just so you feel the friction. Try to go a little faster. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the hands on your belly and maybe one on the heart. All right, we're going to begin the next set of Stoke breaths. We're going to do 3 rounds, around 10 seconds each. Take a big breath of inhale in between. Inhale now. Exhale out. And we'll begin. Inhale. Stoke breath, go. Inhale. And exhale out. Second round. Let's go. Inhale. Stoke breath, start. Inhale and exhale. Just notice your hand and how it moves as you do the Stoke breaths. Last round. Inhale together and Stoke breath, start. Exhale. Inhale and let it all go. Beautiful. Notice how you feel. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float the hands together down to the heart space. Give yourself a reverent bow, thanking yourself for this moment. And just take a moment to notice what you feel in this very moment. Just notice, no judgment, just be. Breathe a couple breaths. Beautiful. Let's continue. We're going to start with our warm-ups here. We're going to inhale, reach the hands up high. Exhale, rain them down to your sides. Fingertips slightly touch. Inhale, lift your right hand up and over. Use your left hand as a guide. Your elbow bends generously. Maybe your elbow reaches the mat, but you want to make sure both sitting bones are nice and glued. I was trying to say glued and grounded at the same time. Pull that thumb back. Inhale deeply. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Reach a little further. Pull those thumbs back. Heart opens. And we cartwheel as we exhale to the right. Bring your left hand up. Inhale. Exhale over to the right this time. Breathe deep, keeping your glutes glued to the mat. Pull that left thumb back. Nice smooth breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, wiggle the fingertips, pull that thumb back. And then we cartwheel with our exhale to the left. All right. We're going to meet in all fours, so take your time getting here. Wrists directly underneath the shoulders and knees directly underneath your hips as we go. Claw into those fingertips. We're going to inhale in, look forward. Draw the navel in as we exhale. And then on your next inhale, press into the palms firmly and lift the kneecaps off the mat. Try to imagine your abdominal reaching towards your back body. So it's trying to squeeze and lift. Breathe here, 3 breaths. We are stoking the fire. We are strong today. Last one, inhale. Nice long neck and head here, and then exhale, float it down. With that same energy, nice neutral spine, drawing that navel in slightly. Inhale, we drop the belly, look forward, hips rise to the sky. And exhale, draw that navel in and up as we arc our back to reach towards the sky. Elbow creases facing forward. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. From here, take a look to your left and bump your hips to the left. Take a look to the right and bump your hips to the right. Get a little funky. And draw the navel in and arc the back. Exhale. Drop the head. Maybe you, from here, take a look to your left, bump your hips to the left. Maybe you look to the right, bump your hips to the right. Warming up the body, getting a little loose here. Do a couple more cat-cows on your own. So inhale, lift the heart space. Exhale, draw the navel in and up. Take your time, follow your breath. And continuing, you don't necessarily have to follow my breath cues. As long as you're working on elongating your breaths, making them nice and smooth and full, and whenever your mind begins to wander, whenever you feel like you're pushing your body or experiencing something new, or maybe if thoughts or memories come up, just return to the breath. It'll help you through each and every pose. All right, from here, place your elbows down where your hands are. Walk your knees back just a hair and let your heart melt with your exhale down towards the mat, puppy pose. Open the heart space. This is a great preparation for Warrior One as we lift our arms up and for chair pose. Beautiful heart opener. Breathe here, 3 breaths. It's nice and slow. Last breath in, last breath out. On your next inhale, draw the navel in and up and use that to guide your torso back forward. Walk your hands back, knees underneath the hips here. Alrighty. So from here, curl your toes under and guide your right leg back. And we're going to saw it back and forth just a little bit. Kind of waking up the calves and the hamstrings here and the bottoms of your feet, the fascia of your feet. Also waking up the abdominals a little more here. Engage those abs. That is your core, your center. Breathe smooth, deep breaths. Pressing firmly into all of your fingertips, pressing into the fleshy part between your thumb and index fingers. All right, kick that right foot up so it's parallel to the ground. And at the same time, press firmly to your right hand as you extend the left hand forward. Think of this kind of like a half warrior 3, but cat-cow version. The way that works is we exhale, draw our knee in towards the nose, elbow towards our knee, and arc the back. Peek if you need to. Inhale, extend. Reach your hand out, parallel to the ear, foot all the way out, pressing against an imaginary wall. Exhale, draw it in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, extend. We're working today. We are exhaling, squeezing it together. Inhale, reach, find length. Exhale, we got 2 more. Squeeze it together. Inhale, we reach beyond. Last one, you got this. And exhale, squeeze it all together. And inhale, reach. And exhale, we release. Beautiful. Could do a cat-cow in between if that works for you. Reset and switch. Go ahead and bring the left foot back. Both sets of toes curled under and saw it back and forth. Open those fingers nice and wide. Waking up the body. Again, raising that heart rate, bringing in fresh oxygen into our bloodstream here today. We're going to inhale, lift that back foot parallel to the floor, toes spiral down or dial down, and inhale, reach the right hand up forward, parallel to our ears. Press firmly into the left fingertips, and exhale, draw it all into the navel, elbow to knee, knee to the heart. Squeeze, and inhale, reach forward, and reach back. Find length. Exhale, bring it all in together. Squeeze and lift, draw the navel in, and inhale. We reach and find length. Exhale, draw it all in together. You're doing great, you got this. Inhale, we are reaching. Number 3, we got 2 more after this. Exhale, bring it in. Squeeze it really tight. Inhale, we reach, find length, open up. Exhale, all in together. We squeeze and lift. Last one, you got this. Beautiful. Reach, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Kick up the heel a little bit more, pull the thumbs up a little bit more. Exhale, bring it all together for a nice squeeze and release. Beautiful. Nice job, you guys. From here, we're going to start, before we move into our sun salves, into extended child's pose. So bring your knees as wide as the yoga mat, toes to touch, walk the hips to your heels, and then walk your torso to melt your heart down. Use your hands. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, relax the head down, down, down. Notice how your heart feels in this moment. Breathe deep into lower back body. Creating new space creating softness with our exhales. Again, we are opening our heart space, even if it's passive. Inhale, look up, and then bring your torso strength up to lift your torso up. Bring your knees back in, walk your hands forward one step, and then we are going to curl our toes under and peel our hips up towards the sky for our very first down dog of the class. Pedal it out, my friends. Stretch that fascia of the foot. Stretch those hamstrings and legs, pressing firmly into our fingertips here, trying to bring attention away from the wrist. Not your attention per se, but try to bring the strain away from the wrist. Add that weight into your hands, fingers. Beautiful. To start, we're going to kick up our left leg up high, anchor the right heel down, and remember that squeezing sensation as we squeeze the left knee in towards the chest. Look forward and plant the left foot in between the palms. We're going to keep our back leg lifted. This is a fire stoking class. We are feeling heat today. But to keep your center balance, remember, use your core and try to focus on an imaginary line in the center of your mat. You want both legs, even though apart, to squeeze into that imaginary line. Open your heart, inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders. See if you can deepen that lunge. Beautiful. We're going to do a miniature step forward. So hop that back foot up forward, pivot it out, ground down firmly into the front heel. And inhale, swoop the arms up and back for warrior one. Gorgeous. Remember, keep your ab strength here. Bend deeply into that front knee, heart nice and open. You need to give yourself a bit more space with the arms. Go ahead. Pull the thumbs back. Maybe you look up. And then exhale, float the hands down. Step or hop that back foot up to meet the front. You can keep your feet nice and wide to start. Generous bend at the knees. And let your head go. Just relax and shake it a little yes, maybe a little no. To loosen the hips, maybe you grab hold of the elbows with the opposite hand and sway gently from one side to another. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, we fold. We're going to roll it up nice and slow all the way up to Tadasana, our standing mountain pose. Hands to the side. Notice how you feel. Are you awake? You're standing. That's a good start. And inhale, reach the hands up high. And then bend the knees, sink the hips down, down, down and back. Your heart moves forward, thumbs pull up, hips go down and back, and we find ourselves in chair pose. Breathe. Big breath in, lift the thumbs, exhale, relax the shoulders, maybe sink a little deeper. Inhale, wiggle the fingers, and exhale, fold. Straighten the legs, inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold, plant the palms, bring back one foot and another. And we can lower all the way down to our bellies. Bring your hands in line with the rib cage, squeeze your elbows together, press firmly to the tops of your feet, your pelvis, and your ribs. We're going to inhale, lift our head up just a bit to face forward for baby cobra. Exhale, release. 2 more baby cobras. Inhale, press into your foundation. Lift. Maybe rise a little higher. Exhale, release. Inhale, last baby cobra, lift up. And exhale, let it go. Press up to all fours or plank, and we will all meet together in downward facing dog. This time we're going to anchor the left heel, right leg lifts up high. And exhale, find that squeeze, 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 and that knee into the heart space. Look forward and plant that right foot in between the palms. Remember squeezing the legs into that imaginary line here. Heart lifts, relax the elbows. Relax the shoulders, excuse me. Fingers lightly touching the mat. You want to press into your feet here, your foundation, especially that front heel. But don't allow your knee to bend beyond the front toes. Look forward, inhale, exhale, relax the shoulders. Step up that back foot just a hair so you can pivot it out. And then we're going to inhale, press into the foot and lift your hands up, warrior one. Whoosh. Whisper to yourself, I am strong. This is a confidence pose. This is a pose that says that I've made it. I'm here and I'm strong. You can say it to yourself silently or aloud. Maybe bend it further into that front knee. Pull the thumbs back. Maybe you bring your point of focus in between the hands. Pull the thumbs back just a hair more. Inhale and exhale. Swim the fingers down to the front of the mat. Step or hop that back foot forward. And we inhale, halfway lift. Your version. Hands on floor, shins, or thighs. So you can get the length of your spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale, we halfway lift again. This time, we reach our hands forward, bend our knees, hips go down. Chair pose. Pull the thumbs up. Try to keep them in line with the ears. Those biceps in line with the ears. Keep your knees not beyond your toes, but you want them bent for sure. So you can have your hips down and back. Breathe. On your next inhale, straighten the legs, lift the hands up high. Tadasana. And then exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Breathe. A nice, smooth, deep breath here. Gorgeous. Inhale, sweep the hands way up high. Wiggle the fingertips. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Find length. And then exhale, we fold forward. Plant the palms. You can lower to cobra or chaturanga. Half push-up to upward facing dog. And we all meet again in downward dog. We're going to take 3 breaths here in down dog. Press into your fingertips firmly. Reach down with your ankles. But this time with your exhale, instead of just exhaling it out, we're going to go for lion's breath, which kind of stretches the face. And because we're in down dog, you can save yourself any embarrassment from anyone looking at you because you're kind of hidden this way. But you're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, you stick your tongue out, all the way out, cross your eyes, and make a sound like you're roaring, but like a whisper. So we inhale in all together. Lion's breath out. Second one, inhale in. Lion's breath out. Last one, inhale. And lion's breath out. If anything, you got to laugh at George today. So we're going to pedal it out just a hair. We're going to inhale, anchor that right ankle down, and lift the left leg up high. Exhale, draw that knee into the nose. Inhale, kick that foot way up high. Exhale, draw that knee to the right elbow this time. Inhale, lift that leg up high. Exhale, draw that knee to the left elbow. Inhale, lift it up. This is the last one. Exhale, draw the knee to nose, look forward, and plant the foot in between the palms. Great work. Keep that back knee raised. If you need a little break, you can lower it. But we're about to meet again into Warrior One. All right. Remember your lunge. Inhale, lift the heart space, squeeze the legs together. Kick up that back foot so you can pivot it up a little bit. And inhale, swoop the arms forward, up and back. Strong abs here. Warrior One. Virabhadrasana 1. Pull the thumbs back. Press firmly into that pinky toe, that outer edge of the ninth edge of the back foot. And then we exhale, smoothly lower the arms out wide into Warrior Two. Dive in a little deeper into the lunge. Press firmly into that back foot. Focus your vision beyond your pointer finger here. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Breathe, smooth, deep breaths here. This is also a strong warrior. You are strong in the legs, making sure that you can still see your big toe beyond your knee here. Inhale, we reach forward with our left palm, flip it, drop the back hand, and go up and over as we exhale to Peaceful Warrior. Now your back hand can go lower down to the shin, or it can wrap around the back of your body and rest on the left thigh for a bind. Pull that thumb back so you have a beautiful heart opener here. Pull that left hand back, look up maybe. And then exhale, cartwheel it all down. Left hand touches the ground, maybe it rests on a block. Right hand is lifted all the way up. If you want, you can rest your elbow onto your thigh here for our extended side angle. And exhale, think up and over as we have one long line of our fingertips down to our pinky toe on the right. Pull the thumbs back. Strong extended side angle. Press into our foundation, our left foot here. Inhale, pull the thumbs back. And then exhale, rotate the heart back down. Bring the right hand down. Pivot that back foot. Stay in the lunge. Rest the right hand down on the mat or block. Inhale, bow and arrow the left hand to reach up toward the sky for a twist. Breathe. And exhale, lower. Awesome. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant the palms. Bring the left foot back. Chaturanga to up dog or lower to cobra. Open this heart space. And we will all meet in downward dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. You can do lion's breath if you wish, or you can just have a nice, smooth, slow, deep exhale with that Ujjayi breath. We're building strength in our wrist. Here, we're building strength in our shoulders. We're opening the heart space even passively. Last exhale. We're going to anchor the left heel this time. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze. Inhale, reach the right leg up high once more. Keep that left heel anchored. Exhale, draw that knee in towards the left elbow. Inhale, right leg back up. Exhale, knee to right elbow this time. Last one. Inhale, reach. Wiggle the toes. And then exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest, look forward and plant the toes. Plant the foot in between the hands here. Heart opens, look forward, inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Nice and light on the fingers. Remember to squeeze in that middle line with the legs. Step up that back foot a little bit so you can pivot out. And inhale, we swim the arms up. Warrior one. Press into that back pinky toe. Maybe bend a little further into the front knee. Look up. And then exhale, slowly open wide to warrior two. Pinkies back, hands nice and wide, vision beyond the pointer finger. Nice deep breaths. Remember, if your mind starts to wander, bring it back to your breath. See if you can't go for longer, smoother breaths. Guide your airways down as you inhale. Try to use your belly. And then contract your abdomen as you exhale. Inhale, reach forward, flip the front palm, drop the back. Exhale, up and over for peaceful warrior. Beautiful stretch in the right hip flexors. Pull the thumb back. Maybe you can wrap that back hand around to the thigh. Remember your breath. Open the heart. And then exhale. Keep that front knee bent as we cartwheel down. Right fingertips or hand reaches the mat or block. Open wide to the left. Breathe. And we exhale, drop the left palm, pivot that back foot back to parallel, plant the left palm and lift the right hand up high for a twist. Breathe. And lower the right hand this time. Gorgeous. Go ahead and we're going to kick our back foot or hop all the way up to the front. Bring your feet together, really together. We are going to do a little warrior three warm-up practice here. We're about to fly today. Go ahead and get loose again. Gentle bend at the knees. Shake your head yes and a little no. Take a breath. Standing splits, that's the code word for, well, the code word for standing splits is warrior three warm-up. Use your palms, maybe grab a block and place it in front of your foot here for support. And you guide that back foot back and slowly lift that heel up and up and up as your heart dials down. It doesn't have to be a perfect split. Just see what you can challenge yourself to. Your main thing is you want to keep lifting that heel. Keep your navel in. And maybe you can take one hand and wrap it around your calves here, or two. Practice your balance. Or maybe you need to keep your hands on the mat. When you're ready, lower it down nice and slowly. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just see if you can challenge yourself to go nice and slow here. Feet back together. Go ahead and shake your head a little yes, a little no. Other side. You're going to lift that left foot up. Maybe keep a micro bend in that right knee. Pressing firmly into that heel. Finding lift in the left heel. Squeeze and lift. Heart reaches down. See how high you can go. Everyone's different. If you fall or stumble, that's fine. No judgment. We all are in a practice today. We're just learning to grow with our practice. Maybe, if you're comfortable, you can wrap your wrist around your shin or thigh. Not thigh, I'm sorry, your shin or calf. Breathe, remember your breath, keep returning to it. And bend that left knee and lower your foot all the way back down. Go ahead and widen your feet just a hair so they're hip width apart. Bend the knees generously. Bring your hands to clasp onto the opposite elbow. Sway side to side to loosen those hips. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Go ahead and rub those hands together again. Warm up those hands, get it nice and hot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place those hands on your heart. Feel the warmth. Just feel that. Notice. Breathe into your heart space. Take that breather for a moment before we bring out one of the strongest warrior concepts there is. Just take a moment, take stock in your practice. Notice where you are. To really feel the warmth that is in your heart. Gorgeous. All right. So we're going to inhale, reach our hands way up high once more. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift your version. And exhale, plant the palms, bring back one foot and another. Lower to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Now the hard work in down dog is over, so just breathe here for a second. We're going to start with the left foot. We're going to inhale, kick that left foot up high. Exhale, knee to nose, look forward, and plant the foot in between the palms. Now, bend that front knee, think that lunge. Step up that back foot just a hair and see if you can't straighten that left foot. So you can walk your palms a little forward. You may want to grab that block, but play around with that back foot. You want to keep a little lightness, a little playfulness, a little bounciness here, some buoyancy maybe, that back foot. Now, you can maybe experiment with some airplane arms. Just bringing your palms face down to your sides. Use your ab strength. Keep that heel up. Suddenly we're warrior 3. Buoyancy in the knee. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Actually, I don't recommend perfectly straight legs. But bring in the ab strength. Maybe your arms lift beyond your ears. Think chair pose. Breathe deep. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Lift up a little higher. You got this. If you fall, we'll catch you. You're not alone. And then lower it all the way down. Forward fold. Gorgeous. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms. Bring back one foot and the other. Lower to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. We're moving to our last warrior. You guys are doing amazing. We'll meet in down dog. All right, we're going to inhale, anchor the left heel, bring the right foot up. Exhale, knee draws into the nose, look forward, and plant that foot in between the palms. Kick up that back foot just a hair so you can straighten that front leg. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Maybe you can just have a general micro bend at the front knee, excuse me. Breathe. On your next inhale, experiment staying on your toe. And I invite you, if you want to stay, keep that toe down for balance, go for it. Breathe. Maybe you go ahead and lift one arm and the other up high. And this is your warrior three. Maybe that's it. That's cool. That's more than nothing, right? Maybe you can lift that back heel up, get up towards the sky, use your ab strength here. You fly. We fly together. Bringing in so much strength in our back bodies here. Drawing the navel in. Smooth, deep breaths. You stoked that 5. You're alive today. We're doing great, you guys. Breathe. We got 3 seconds of this. 2, 1, and lower that back foot down. We're back in our lunge. Straighten the front leg. Ooh. And then we pivot that front leg so we are in a wide-legged stance. So both toes are facing one direction. They're parallel. We're going to inhale, reach our hands up high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Maybe you take your hands and walk one direction for a good stretch in the hamstrings. Then use your hands to walk the other direction. Stretch the hamstrings. Shake your head a little yes, a little no. Maybe you walk your hands back in line with the feet. If they don't quite make it here, don't feel down about it. You can use a block. Just breathe. The hardest part's over. You've made it. I'm going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Use your core strength. Gentle bend at the knees. Draw down with the tailbone and roll it up. Pelvis facing forward. Heart lifts. Heel toe your feet together a couple steps. Have a generous bend at the knee so you can get a little wobbly here. And we're going to knock at heaven's door. That's a name that was given by a very well-known yoga instructor called Adrian. And it's with Yoga with Adrian. That's what she coined it, so I'm going to call it that. Knocking at heaven's door. You just have a generous bend at the knees here. You let your arms get loose and you sway gently from side to side, allowing your hands to kind of meet your body here. Breathe. Find a sway. Maybe you increase frequency. I know this seems a little silly. I told you it's going to be a fun class today. Maybe you go a little faster. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and slow it down. Release the hands entirely. Wiggle those fingers. Give yourselves a little hand squeezes. Pivot both feet out 1/4 or 1/8 of a turn. We are going to inhale, reach our hands up high, hands parallel, and then bend our knees, lower the body. We are lowering down, 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 extra slowly, bending our knees out wide, moving into kind of a froggy pose. You're going to hear some bells and whistles as we go down, and that's normal. Maybe you make it all the way down. Maybe you have a little trouble, and that's okay. We'll all meet in frog pose or the yogi squat. Hands may meet at the middle. Maybe you want your triceps to meet right where your knee, below your knees. You can use your hands to hold you up or keep your hands together to find a little opposition. Breathe deep. Open up those hips here. Find a little groundingness in the feet. And when you're ready, release, bring your hands behind you, and bring yourself back to your hips. Beautiful. Scoot your tailbones forward, hips a little wider than a mat's width, and you relax your knees one direction. We're going to windshield wiper on each side, but holding on each side for a good twist. This helps with stretching the back body, the hips, and the legs. And it's also a good booty massage. Take your time, swap over to the other side. Yee doggy. Breathe, heart's lifted. Swap to the other side. Going to do one more on each side. And swap to the other side. Gorgeous. All right. Go ahead and be in line with your mat here. Grab hold of your thighs and roll it back. We made it to our backs, a beautiful moment. Lower your feet down. We're going to get some good stretches in now. So go ahead and cross your legs, your right leg over the left thigh. We're going to reach our right hand in through this hole we've created and wrap it around the left thigh, and your left hand meet that right hand to interlace. Pull that in for a stretch in the glutes. Keep your feet nice and active, your toes nice and active. Maybe meet yourself in a gentle roll from side to side. This is the time to kind of nurture yourself after the hard work you put in today. Squeeze and release. We'll switch to the other side. Unravel, and then cross your left leg or left ankle over the right thigh. Interlace the hands behind the right thigh here and pull it in towards the chest. Breathe deep while you're at it. Don't lose your breath. Maybe a gentle sway from one side to another. All right, release. From here, we're going to bring our knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug. And then lower just the left leg this time, keeping your right knee squeezed in, your left leg hovering. And bring your right knee in and out. So it's reaching towards your heart as you inhale, and your right knee reaches towards your right armpit as you exhale, the right shoulder. Use your breath to guide you. When you're ready, you can relax that left foot all the way down. Breathe. Find a little hip massage here, a little mobility practice. A couple breaths. And then, when you are ready, we're going to guide that right knee all the way across the body and beyond to the left side for a twist. Take your right arm, extend it outward to the right, or cactus arms to the right. Whichever feels good for you. Maintain your right shoulder being glued down to the mat. Maybe you take your gaze and look to your right while you're in this twist. Breathe into the belly. Kind of wringing out whatever ails you. Last breath. As you exhale, bring that knee in towards the chest and bring your left knee in to meet the right. All together in like you're in a ball. Give yourself a hug. And as you exhale, relax your head and keep holding your left knee as you lengthen the right leg out. Keep your toes nice and active. As you inhale, bring your left knee in towards your heart center. Exhale your left knee to your left shoulder or left armpit. Use your breath to guide from one point to another. Getting a little massage in the hip flexors here. If you're comfortable or when you're ready, allow that floating right heel to relax down onto the mat as you continue to guide your left knee from heart to shoulder, from shoulder to heart. Nice and slow movements. One more time. And when you are at your shoulder, on your next exhale, you guide your left knee across the body with the right hand and lower that left knee to the right side. Extend your left hand to your left, or make the goalpost arm on the left side, keeping the left shoulder blade glued down. Breathe deep into the belly. Maybe bring your gaze to the left. Maybe your eyes are closed. Another couple breaths. When you're ready, unravel nice and slow. Here's where I incite some little yogi freestyle. You can do happy baby. You can practice some of the other poses we did earlier. You could do supine dragonfly. Feet together, knees apart. Maybe you can bring your knees back in towards the chest and do some knee circles for a low back massage. Maybe you want to do a plow pose if you're feeling adventurous. Whatever it suits you, do what you will for the next couple of moments before we conclude in Shavasana. A beautiful resting posture. All right, bring your knees in together. Give yourself one more big hug. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale in. Exhale, open everything out. Nice and slowly unravel it out with your exhale smoothly. Arms lay at your sides. Feet spill out from the mat. Shoulders nuzzled underneath the heart space. We have met Shavasana, corpse pose, our full relaxation pose here. Take in everything you've practiced today. Just notice. Take stock of how you feel. Take stock of the breath. And allow yourself to simply be you for a few moments. Be with your breath. Relax the skin of the face, the brow, the jaw. Release the tongue from the tip of the mouth to the roof of the mouth. Relax everything, your throat, relax your shoulders, relax your fingertips and your palms. Relax your lower back body, your glutes, your thighs, your calves, and your feet. Just be completely and fully relaxed in this moment. You can stay here if you wish. Take as much time as you need. Or when you're ready, bring your awareness into the space. Start wiggling your fingers and toes. Bend both knees, feet flat on the mat, and roll over to one side. Nice and slow. When you're ready, we'll press up back onto our mats into a seated position. We conclude our classes in gratitude, thanking ourselves for showing up onto our mats today, thanking ourselves for being present in our bodies, for finding strength in new places, for trying something new. I thank you for being you, and I see the light in you. And we conclude in saying the sacred yoga term, Namaste, which means the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining in. It's an absolute honor to share this practice with you. You can find us at Hive Fitness Studios every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And this is again brought to you by Hive Fitness Studios and Wilkes Recovery Revolution and Yoga with George Ethan. Check us out on our Facebook pages, and I'll look